is no smoking throughout.
Of course.
Now, are you having a band?
Yeah.
They'll have a lot of equipment, so rather than using the front door, they should park their van round the back and use the stage door there. You can open that from inside, but don't forget to lock it at the end.
Okay.
And talking of vans, I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but you must make sure that no one fiddles about with the black box by the fire door. That's a system that cuts in when the volume reaches a certain level. It's a legal requirement.
Sure. Anyway, we want people to be able to talk to one another, so we don't want anything too loud. Oh, that reminds me, we'll be having speeches. Are there any microphones available?
Yeah, just let the caretaker know. He'll get those for you. Right, now, when the event is over, we do ask that the premises are left in good condition. So there's a locked cupboard, and you'll be informed of the code you need to open that. It's got all the cleaning equipment, brushes and detergent and so on.
Right. So, what do we need to do after everything's done? Sweep the floors, I suppose?
Well, actually, they have to be washed, not just swept. Then you'll be provided with black plastic bags, so all the rubbish must be collected up and left outside the door.
Of course. We'll make sure everything's left tidy. Oh, and I forgot to ask. I presume we can have decorations in the room?
Yes, but you must take them down afterwards.
Sure.
And the chairs and tables should be stacked up neatly at the back of the room.
I'll make sure I've got a few people to help me.
Conversation 2. Discussion on project.
Okay, Greg. So I finally managed to read the article you mentioned, the one about the study on gender in physics.
About the study of college students done by Akira Miyake and his team. Yeah, I was interested that the researchers were actually a mix of psychologists and physicists. That's an unusual combination.
Yeah, I got a little confused at first about which students the study was based on. They weren't actually majoring in physics, they were majoring in what's known as the STEM disciplines. That's science, technology, engineering,
And math. Yes, but they were all doing physics courses as part of their studies.
That's right. So, as I understood it, Miyake and co. started from the fact that women are underrepresented in introductory physics courses at college, and also that on average, the women who do enroll in these courses perform more poorly than the men. No one really knows why this is the case.
Yeah, but what the researchers wanted to find out was basically what they could do about the relatively low level of the women's results. But in order to find a solution, they needed to find out more about the nature of the problem.
Right. Now, let's see if I can remember. It was that in the physics class, the female students thought the male students all assumed that women weren't any good at physics. Is that it? And they thought that the men expected them to get poor results in their tests.
That's what the women thought, and that made them nervous. So they did get poor results. But actually, they were wrong. No one was making any assumptions about the female students at all.
Anyway, what Miyake's team did was simple. Getting the students to do some writing before they went into the physics class. What did they call it?
Values affirmation. They had to write an essay focusing on things that were significant to them, not particularly to do with the subject they were studying, but more general things like music or people who mattered to them.
Right. So the idea of doing the writing is that this gets the students thinking in a positive way.
And putting these thoughts into words can relax them and help them overcome the psychological factors that lead to poor performance. Yeah. But what the researchers in the study hadn't expected was that this one activity raised the women's physics grades from the C to
to the B range.
A huge change. Gigi, what?
So basically what is happening here, as you all know, यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है कि हमने रोज सेक्शन करना है ऐसा जहाँ पे हम 15 से 20 मिनट या आधा घंटा या अबाउट 1 आवर और 30 सेकेंड 30 मिनट्स 20 से 30 मिनट या 1 घंटा हम सेशन लेंगे जहाँ पर हम लाइव कन्वर्सेशन करेंगे या फिर लिसनिंग या रीडिंग होगी। उन सभी के लिए जो सीखना चाहते हैं इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज को, इट्स अ बेस्ट प्रैक्टिस फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू। सो अगर आप ये बाद में वीडियो देख रहे हैं ज़रूर तो इसको पूरा देखिएगा और इस पार्ट को स्किप कर सकते हो अगर इम्पोर्टेंट ना हो, अगर आपको इम्पोर्टेंट ना लगे तो। आई होप आई एम ऑडिबल टू यू। Yeah, no. And ignore the background noises. Let's start. We started already. If you have any questions, you can comment.